What's my story? Gosh. I had been a single mom. I had 2 boys. I found myself divorced when my youngest was 30 days old, and I did not have 2 pennies to rub together and no place to live. I came to the very first conference. I was invited to come to the very first conference because someone asked me to come and share my story. We were living in a walk-in closet for about a year, and when I did the interviews for the very first conference, I just kind of talked through all of those things, and then I went to that first conference and saw it up on the screen, those interviews. It was pretty embarrassing. It was difficult to come down and share my story and tell people. I was a little embarrassed of the mistakes that I'd made, that I'd found myself in that position, having 2 children, and thought that they deserved so much better. But then all of these people came and talked to me afterwards and shared very similar stories and the hardships they've been through. And we found that sometimes it's difficult for us to go out and ask for help or just to share and find that we are not alone in those moments. And that was one of the very first things that I took from the conference. Also, that day, the conference changed the course of my life. I've become really comfortable where I could support myself and the kids. We were on our own and doing well. And I met someone and they said, with what you've been through, you really should look at the financial services industry. And I thought, oh, there's just no way I could ever just up and change and take that kind of risk with where I was at. Went out on my own, opened a independent service, met my husband, and we opened this firm together and have been able to go out and help women in those same situations. It's given us the freedom to teach them about budgeting and financial planning, basics of investing, and then take that out to the kids, high school students. That's my passion now, is working with high school students so that when they do go out on their own, they're armed with those tools so that they don't ever find themselves in that situation. When I refer to the fact that this conference has changed the course of my life, I had, come from being a single mom with 2 children, 2 years old and 30 days old, had kind of brought myself up out of that hole, but coming to this conference over those years in the process of opening my own business and expanding my firm, becoming remarried, all of those parts, the conference has been integral in all of that. I have learned so much and have met so many people that have brought me inspiration and educational things that I never would have realized I was missing. The conference has been an integral part of those changes in my life. It is never too early and it is never too late.